What's good, everybody? GetGUD Milhouse here, and I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I have a massive library of drawing and art books that I always get questions about all the time, and I mention these books, but I never do like a tour on them or like a review and my thoughts and my suggestions on if this book is worth it or not. And I got a handful of books, just a ton of books. And today, I think I'm just gonna just start doing these reviews just to help you guys out because I don't think I see a lot of these videos on YouTube. And the first book I'm gonna be doing today is How to Draw by Scott Robertson. Um, this book I will consider as the Holy Grail, the Bible of perspective. There are easier books to learn before you jump into Scott Robertson, but if you're a very analytical and very smart person, you can understand this book. Me, I wouldn't say I'm the sharpest tool in the shed, but I was able to pick up a few things that Scott was putting down. But even though I lack in some areas, I still do recommend this book highly so much. And I'm just gonna flip through the pages and um, talk about it here and there, but mostly it's just gonna be me turning the pages and so you guys can see the context within this beautiful book. All right, so let's start. I feel like when it comes to this page here, it's mostly tell you like the type of materials you might need. Just say find yourself a nice pen. You don't have to buy all these, but find a ballpoint pen that you're used to and like different types of paper that you feel comfortable with. The softness and the surface does matter in some cases. It really depends on how you feel about it. And here are the practices I also talk about in my earlier videos. I will link it up in the description, probably up top on the side. But here are some exercises here when you practice your line accuracy and stuff like that. Then it moves on to understanding perspective and with the horizon line and stuff like that, and how to get these certain curves by doing guided practices like this, so you can get better at drawing curves and the dreaded ellipses. Gotta study this. This is super important. Ugh, coughing a lot. No, congested. All right, in this part of the book, this is kind of where it like throws me off. Uh, Scott Robertson's throwing down a lot of information here, some math, and you know, I am the average person here, and I don't get a lot of it. I will say, for the most part, practice these things here in this book. Understanding planes, faces, and surfaces, and how you can multiply them and have them look accurate. This is the bread and butter when it comes to analytical dynamic sketching. And as we flip through the book, you'll see more on how that applies. If you are a person who really likes a lot of information, this is a book that you would like to get your hands on, especially if you're trying to go in for concept art or just get better in general. This is a book I highly recommend. You can even see that a lot of modern day James videos also reference this book so heavy. But having this book while watching modern day James can also help. I don't know what this is. Okay. Sad bookmarks. I personally have never gone through this entire book. I've gotten halfway in, and now I always have to double back to understand something I understand. This is why I say ellipses and pressing your cones really will come in handy here. If you guys are getting into concept art and stuff like that, Learning how to do vignettes like this and callbacks to certain objects in this room, or even having it to scale to a person, it's something that would be really nice to have in a portfolio if you're trying to apply anywhere, especially if you're trying to go in for junior concept art positions. Feng Zhu even talks about it as well. I also recommend Feng Zhu. And I say the value of this book is tremendous. This is a book I always look back on if I want to brush up on my fundamentals a little bit more. I go back to, I pick a page or chapter where I find the most difficulty in, and I try to understand from this book. And there's other books that also help with it when it comes to understanding the Scott Robertson way of doing things. Understanding how to use perspective grids and drawing things with these planes helps so much more when it comes to drawing drawing cars and vehicles. Really makes drawing cars and vehicles so much easier. And the more you get a handle on it, the more easier things get. Hopefully the camera's not unfocused too bad. You know, like all the hard, difficult stuff that's in the beginning of this book helps you construct buildings and vehicles, stuff that I mentioned already before, but it just helps you understand how to construct them so much easier, especially if you're going for more of an abstract way of like making buildings and structures. You can make up buildings from your imagination, but it'll still make sense within the perspective that you draw it in, and also make it look like believable sound. And what's really great about this book, it also comes with video tutorials, and there are some YouTube videos that go well with this video from Scott Robertson himself. There's like a little QR code somewhere in the back of the book or in the front of the book if you download the app that companions with the how to draw as well, and it just helps even more. Going back to the grids. I like how they talk about different lenses when it comes to a certain angle or shot of an object. Those become very important if you're doing storyboarding and stuff like that. We'd like to know what type of lens it would be used to capture a certain scene. Stuff is like so cool, it just always gets me pumped on like, it just gets me super pumped. when it comes to just drawing stuff in general. I see and I get inspired, like, oh, that's dope. Let me try to break it down. I don't think this is like a perfect circle, but it's good enough where it just passes anyway. So it doesn't have to be 100% on the dot. And your circles and your ellipses and your stuff like that will get better the more you practice. Not saying you gotta do circles and ellipses all day, but taking the time out every day, like 15-20 minutes to practice these things, help and go a long way. I haven't even gotten this far in this book before. It's like I'm spoiling myself for you. I'm spoiling myself. If you I looked in different Reddit forums as well to see if anyone has ever finished a book, and like 9 out of 10 people will say no. They get through half and they stop, and it takes them more than a year to actually complete the book. Not perfectly, but they're able to get through the book within a couple of years or so. Because the information thrown in this book is really, really insane. You can do this all traditionally, or you can do it digitally. To each your own. Here's a QR code, 3 months trial of Sketchbook Pro. It's really cool. I haven't used it. And then now I'm at the table of contents. And it'll show you how to render. I also have this book as well. And that's it. And there are the QR codes I'm talking about. Sketchbook Pro. Here's some of the videos that they have on YouTube as well. And here's Robertson.workshop.com. That just helps you along this entire book. And here are, at the very end, you have some recommended. But look at this. This is like my practices, circles and ellipses. It's like it's stuck to the book. Take this out to the side. So far I have the how to render. I also have frame dinked, frame perspective 1 and 2, and I have all the other books by I can never pronounce his name right. I'm gonna butcher it. Mateu. I think it's Michael Mateu. But I have the other books, and I will also be going through a tour on all these other books as well. So that's it for the Scott Robertson How to Draw. Let me know down in the comment section below if you like this type of video for like tours on books that I own and stuff that that can help and benefit you, and my own honest opinion behind them from a person that believes that you don't have to go to school to get the education that you want. It's all out there. You just gotta find it. And if you guys are interested in getting this book for yourself, I will provide an affiliate link down below. The affiliate link helps out this channel to the point where I get to not worry about money as much, and I can just focus my time and effort on making better content and stuff that can actually help anyone else that's in the same position I am in, where I did the whole college thing, got burned, and I'm learning by myself. And I do have help from others, which is also great as well. But I spent a lot of my times reading these books and going through the materials and studying and practicing and putting that practice into work. So yeah, let me know down in the comment section below. Give this video if you like. Follow my channel if you guys are interested in more content like this. But for now, that'll be it. Thank you guys. You guys have a goodie. Peace.